Once there was a woman named Shindo who lived in a village at the foot of a mountain. Her husband had died, and she had no children, so she was very lonely. And she was always tired too, for she had no one to help with the chores. All on her own, she cleaned the hut and yard, tended the chickens, washed her clothes in the river, carried water, cut firewood, and cooked her solitary meal. At the end of each day, Shindo looked up to heaven. Great Almighty, she would pray, "My work is too hard. Send me help." Suddenly, a noble chieftain appeared beside her. In just a week long, vines trailed over the ground, and ripe gourds hung from them. "I am a messenger from the great Almighty," he told the astonished woman, and he handed her some gourd seeds. "Plant these carefully. They are the answer to your prayer." They sprouted heads, then arms, then legs. Still, she planted and tended them as carefully as she could. Then the chieftain vanished. This one she wanted to use herself, and she hoped it would dry faster. Shindo wondered, what help could I get from a handful of seeds? They quickly cleaned the hut and yard, fed the chickens, washed the clothes, carried water, cut firewood, and cooked a meal for Shindo to eat when she returned. She was amazed at how quickly they grew. Then she laid the gourds on the roof of her hut to dry. When they hardened, she could sell them at the market as calabashes to be made into bowls and jugs. Shindo brought the gourds home, sliced off the tops, and scooped out the pulp. "Are you all making fun of me?" said Shindo angrily. The work was done, and even her meal was ready. She could not imagine who had helped her. One fine gourd Shindo set by the cook fire. The next morning, Shindo went off again to tend her field. But meanwhile, back in the hut, the gourds began to change. Then the children ran through the hut and yard singing and playing. Soon, they were not gourds at all. They were children. One boy lay by the fire, where Shindo had put the fine gourd. The other children called to him from the roof. Kid had helped his brothers and sisters down from the roof. Drying by the fire had made the boys, so he just sat there smiling widely. All joined in, but after a while, the other children started on the chore. When the work was done, Kit had helped the others climb back on the roof. Then they all turned again into gourds. That afternoon, as Shindo returned home, the other women of the village called to her. "Who were those children in your yard today?" they asked. "Where did they come from? Why were they doing your chores? What children?" But when she reached her hut, she was astounded.